how to play the keyboard professionally. I know many people play keyboard, but majority of the keyboard players, they play using transposing. They transpose one key, either they transpose everything to C sharp or they transpose everything to F sharp. But when you learn keyboard music, it has got many keys. It has got C, key of C, key of G, and many of them up to about 12 keys that one needs to learn. And so that when you play a song in its original key. If it is key A, you play in key A. If it is in key G, you play in G. If it is D, you go to D and play that song in D. And you avoid the idea of transposing. Because when you transpose everything to one particular key, it's good. You are playing good, yes, but you are not playing professionally. And if you have ever wanted to learn how to play the keyboard professionally, welcome to this channel. This channel is simply, you just simply type Doki and you get into this channel and you can learn about music. So this channel we are going to learn, and I'm going to teach you how to play keyboard professionally. My name is Dr. Alfred Doki Ogao, and I'm born again, Christ my personal Savior, and I am here to help those people who want to play keyboard professionally. I have been trained in music. I can play the keyboard, I can play the piano, I can play the guitar, I can play most of the musical instruments. And therefore I have decided to teach my fellow Christians and fellow Kenyans and people worldwide on how to play the keyboard. In furtherance of this, I have written a book, which is this one here, and it is on the market right now. And this book is simply learning to play the keyboard. Learning to play the keyboard. Maybe you have come across this book, or you have not come across this book, but this is the first time I'm introducing this book to you. This is a very good book. If you buy this book, you will learn how to play the keyboard even on your own. And I'll just be giving you very few and simple instructions of how to play the keyboard. And therefore right now, I want to give you the first lesson today by introducing you to the keyboard. So let me introduce you to the keyboard. Many of you may have heard about the keyboard and piano. Now piano is immovable. Piano can't move, but the keyboard is this instrument here which is moved. So what they have done, they have simply lifted the keys from the piano to the keyboard, and keyboard is portable. And many people do not know the names of these keys, the white keys and the black keys. Therefore, I want to start by introducing you to this keyboard, and by you knowing the names of these keys as they are. And so we want to begin that the keyboard, as it is made up of two groups of keys. There is a group of keys like which you have here, the two black keys, these two black keys here. And these two black keys are surrounded by three white keys. One on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. And therefore, to know the keyboard very well, the keys of the keyboard, is we have the two black keys and we have the three white keys. One on the left of the black, the first black, and one right in the middle of the two black, and one on the right of the two black. Now these keys, when you see the two blacks like that, this key is always key of C. Key of C. And the one in the middle of the two black keys is always key of D. Key D. And on the right hand side of the two black keys is key of E. So we have C, on the left, D in the middle, and E on the right hand side of the two black keys. So remember, this is C, this is D, and this is E. Even if we come on the left hand side, you're going to find, even if I come here, I'm going to see two blacks here, and on the left is C, in the middle is D, on the right is E. Even if when I come here on this one's over here, the two blacks, always C is here on the left, D in the middle, and E on the right hand side. Even on the left kabisa of the keyboard, you find that that is C, in the middle D, and on the right is E. We come here too, we find C on the left, D in the middle, E on the right hand side. We come here, C on the left, D in the middle, E on the right, and so forth, like that one and that one. So you already know three keys already, the three white keys. So you don't have to write names over here that this is C or whatever. You just know them, that the two blacks on the left is C, in the middle is D, and on the right is E. Then we have another group of three blacks. Three black keys, 1, 2, 3. Three black keys surrounded by four white keys. That one, this one, that one, and this one over here. So on the left of the three black keys, this is F always. That is F. And then over here, between the two blacks here, which is a group of the three, after F, we come to G. That is D alphabetically. That is G. Now, in fact, to make it easier is, if you have C here, then that is D, that is E on the right of two keys, and then you from E we come to F, and from F naturally we come to G, and F and G is among the group of the three blacks which are there. Now when you reach G here, in that English alphabet we'll be forced to go to H, but in music alphabet after G we come to A. So that is A over here, and instead of don't call it H, that is A. So A follows G. After G here we come to A here, and after A then alphabetically we come to B over here, and after B then we follow naturally. C comes of the two blacks. C comes and naturally D, E, F, G, A, B. So music alphabet would be like this. It would be like C, D, E among the two blacks, and then F, G, A, B. F, G, A, B. These are the white keys that surround the black keys. So white keys are like that. So we come from C here up to C again here. And when it is like that, we call that an octave. An octave. An octave is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A group of 8 keys are what we call in music an octave. Octave, like that. And it's just grouped like that. So this is an octave, that is an octave, that is an octave. We can start from the left hand side. That is an octave there, and then followed by another octave here, and then followed by another octave there, and another octave over there, and like that. So this piano, this keyboard has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 octaves. 5 octaves on this one. So we have learned the names of the white keys on the keyboard. Therefore you ask yourself, what about the black keys? The black keys, they also have names. So the black keys, they have names also. So we have, and now I know that you understand that the white keys, that is C, just see the two blacks, and then you can know on the left C, in the middle D, on the right E. The 3 black notes,
you have F on the left, G in the middle, A over there in the middle, and then right on the right is B. So that is the names of the white keys. Grouped into how many groups? 2. The 2 blacks and the 3 blacks. Once you know that, you know the names of the keyboard and the white keys on the keyboard. Now, the black keys on the keyboard, if we go to the right hand side of the keyboard, let's imagine we are going to the right hand side of the keyboard and we want to name the blacks, the black keys. If we are here C, if we start with C, then that becomes C sharp. C sharp. Then we come to D. This is our D. Therefore, D is here D sharp. D sharp. Then we come to E, and between E and F there is no black notes. So between E and F is a half tone, half tone. Therefore, there's no black. So we just go to F. And from F, we have F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and also between B and C, there is no black notes. So we call them, they are half tones. Now, from C here to C sharp is a half tone. C to C is a half tone. And C to D is a whole tone, one full tone. This is half, and then from half, another half, you have 1. So that is from C to D is a half tone. In between over there, there is a black key there. So again, going to the right of the keyboard, we have C sharp, D sharp, E, and then F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and then B. And the same thing repeats again and again. Now that is when you are going to the right of the keyboard. So the black keys are named in 2 ways. In other words, black keys have got 2 names. The first name is when you're going to the right hand side of the keyboard, where we have C sharp, D sharp, like that, as you go that. But when you go to the left, the keyboard also, the black notes acquires another name again. So let's start that we are here at the B. Here at the B, or here at the B. We are C sharp, but we come to B here. When we are on B here, when you go now to the left hand side of the keyboard, when you go to the left hand side of the keyboard, we have B, then B flat, B flat, half tone, B flat, then A flat, A flat, G flat, G flat. So you see, the same note here, you go to the right, this becomes F sharp. You go to the left, this becomes G sharp, G flat. Then we come to E flat, D flat, and then C again. So let's do this. C sharp, D sharp, E, and then F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. Then we got the left hand side, the black keys acquires another name. So you can B flat, A flat, G flat, F, and then E flat, D flat, and then you come to C there. So to learn the names of the keyboard, that's how to learn the names of the keyboard. Very easy. So you already know the white names of the keyboard, the white keys, the names of the white keys, and now you also know the names of the black keys. Going to the right, they become sharp. Going to the left, they become flat keys. So that's an introduction to the keyboard. Now we want to come to a point where we say, now that you know the names of the black and the white keys, you want to start to learn to play songs on the keyboard, and therefore you want to learn how to play the keyboard professionally. So what we shall do is that we're going to pick the keys and the chords, and you learn them. So let's start, like for example, we are in the key of C, section 3. we want to learn how to play the keyboard in the key of C major. C major. That means here. That is our C major. That one from here. We want to start the key of C major. We have the key of C major, key of D major, key of E major, key of F major, key of G major, key of A major, and key of D major. We also learn, we know key of B flat, A flat, G flat, and E flat, and D flat. So we're going to learn that one by one. So today, we're going to learn how to play the song in the key of keyboard of key C major. So first, we learn the key first and the chords. So if we are in C, we are here on C here. And since we are on C here, we want to make a chord of C. And the chords, we have the major chord or chord 1, first chord. We have the first chord, we have the fourth chord, and we have the fifth chord. When we say first chord, like for example, if we are in the key of C major here, the first chord is made on the first key of C major. And the fourth chord is made on the fourth chord within C, the key of C major. And the fifth chord is made on G, which is on the fifth chord of the C major. So a chord, what's a chord? A chord is a group of two keys, or 3 keys, or 5 keys, or 4 keys struck together. For example, if I play C like that and that is a chord. And then if I play like this, that is a chord. So what have I played? I have played C, E, and G. When I place my fingers, for example, let me also tell you, our fingers, this is finger number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. That's our fingering. Also on the left hand side, this is finger number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you must always, when you want to play the keyboard, you must be able to know, to see your fingers on your hands. There are 5 fingers, and we start naming them from the left, from the thumb. Thumb is number 1. That's number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So when you play the key of C major, the first chord of C major, you place your thumb on C, and you place your middle finger on E, and you place your fifth finger on G. So we are playing first letter, first key, third key, and fifth key. So when I do like that, that's the chord now. That is the major, the first chord of G, of C major. First chord of C major. First chord of C major. So if you have the keyboard, please play this with me together. You place your thumb on the C, first chord, first note, and your middle C on E, and your fifth key on the fifth note, which happen to be G. So you play, that is C. On the left hand side, to emphasize the bass, on the left hand side, let's say I'm here like that, the left hand side, I'll place my fifth finger on C here. So when I play like that. So that is playing there, and that play. So that is my first chord, which is in C major. That is the chord like that. That's the chord. So I said that chords are made on the first, fourth, and fifth notes. That means that the first one, and the fifth will be here, or fourth will be here. So you just count 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you are here, naturally this is the finger number 2, which you play F here like that. So there. So when I play, then my right hand will play here and will jump all the way to F here. So I go first chord, then fourth chord. You see there very nicely? Fourth chord. You can see that. And then the fifth will be there. It is. So the fifth I play with this finger, so that each finger works accordingly. If I come on this octave here, it will be like here. It will be first chord, fourth chord, fifth chord. So in musical we say that is C chord, chord C. And chord C is made up of C, E, G, chord C. There you are. And then fourth chord, I come here, I play that one. There it is. I move that one, then play fourth chord, and then fifth chord, fourth chord again, and I come to first chord again. Again we go first chord. There you are. Then we come to the fourth chord, and we come to fifth chord, and back to first chord. I would like you to practice this. If you have this book, if you come and this book, you can purchase this book. Just call me and I'll be able to see and be able to send it to you through post or any other way, or I can send by whichever way. We can send by courier, and it can come wherever you are in the country, in our country, Kenya, or even in Tanzania, wherever you are. This book can always reach you. This book was written by me, Dr. Ogao, Alfred Dokio Abiba, and as I've introduced before, this is the book you need to get. If you get this book, you will learn the keyboard by yourself, all alone in your house. I'll just be wherever you are in the world, I'll just be instructing you on where to play. So the chords are played are here. So when you have this book, look, we have said that is our C, and that is our D in the middle of the two blacks, and that's our E, that's our F, then we have G, we have A, and we have B. So the left hand side, as I have told you, is here. That is G, that is C over there. So I place mine there like that. Then I come to a group C here. Here we are, which is over here. That's the first, and as it is, first finger, third finger, and the fifth finger. There you are. And I'll place it on C, E, and G. That's why I've told you, when you have this book, you can learn the keyboard by yourself in your own house. So we go, there you are. So that the first I have played, the first chord, there you are, first chord. Now the fourth chord is this one here. The fourth chord is this group here. This is the fourth chord. So the fourth chord, I'll place my second finger here on F, and then, but on the right hand, I'll place my right hand on F here, and I play the fourth chord. There you are. So the first one is, then I come and place here on the fourth chord like that. Then the fifth chord is this one over here. The fifth chord is this one over here, where now I place my thumb here. You can see my thumb I place over there, and my three fingers are placed on G. That will be there. If I just move on the left hand side again, because this sound is too high, I come and say here, and then back again. That is that one over there. Okay, that one over there. The first one. This is the first chord, fourth chord, and fifth chord. Here it is. I go first chord, that one over there, then fourth chord, this one over here, fourth chord, then fifth chord over there. So this is C, the first chord, what we call the fifth chord, or the first chord of and this is written over here, the primary chords of C major. Primary chords, by the way, these are what we call the primary chords. So the primary chords of C major are this one over here, fourth All of them are primary. All these are primary. Then we have the first chord or the C chord, then the fourth chord or F chord, or we come the fifth chord, G chord. So that's how you play it. And when you play that way, you practice this. This is your C. And then so today I just want to concentrate on C. Watch my fingers on the keyboard. If you have your keyboard, bring out your keyboard, and always I can promise you, whenever you learn this, you need to have a keyboard nearby you. So maybe today I have taken you by ambush, but look out for every week I should be able to give you at least 2 to 3 lessons, and then we can be able to practice. So practice C. Here we are. There you are on the C, and then there you are. So here is on C, E, G, and that is on C over there. So first chord of G, first chord of C, first chord of C, fourth chord on F, fourth chord of C, fourth chord of C, and fifth chord of C, fifth chord of C. So all of these, first chord, fourth chord, fifth chord, are what we call the primary chords of C major. So once again, first chord, fourth chord, fifth chord. So practice that with the fingering. Please, fingers on the right hand side are just finger number 1, 3, and 5. Don't try to do this. Don't try to do this. Don't play that way. No. Play finger like that. That's the best way. And also on the left hand side, don't play that, then like that, then apana. They are all arranged in order. That, fourth, and here it will be. So practice that until you master C. The next key will be the key of G major primaries, the primary chords of G major. As I've said, this is my keyboard. I wrote this book to help people learn how to play keyboard in a very simplified way. I call it pictorial keyboard book. I had written the first book, which was musical in staff notation, and it gave people a very difficult time playing. So I came up and simplified the whole thing by coming out with this book. You need this book. Get in touch with me. I'll leave my address, my telephone number, and my email down in the comments area, so you can get hold of that, and you can write to me, and I can get this book to you. This book is only 550 shillings. So when you say you buy one, of course you add maybe 50 or 100 shillings for transportation to come to you. That's one. And I have learned great deal of music, and therefore I decided to say that I want to release this music knowledge to people so that I can be able to learn to play the keyboard. And therefore I welcome you to this channel, and just click in and introduce to other people who will be able to come and learn the same keyboard playing. Also, I'll be teaching you guitar. So intermittently, so guitar people also look out. If you want to learn guitar, look out. Also those people who want to learn how to compose a song, look out. I know I can teach you how to compose a song very easily. There are many people, when they want to compose songs, they wait to dream about the song, or they wait to compose a song maybe after 3, 4, 5 months. But I'll show you the easier way of composing any song you want to compose. Very simple. Within an hour or so, you have already composed your song. Even 30 minutes, you'll compose your song. And you can compose so many songs. So welcome, and we shall learn together. So once you've learned how to play the keyboard, I'll show you all the way
to play the keyboard, the inversions of the keyboard. First of all, we start with the major keys, which are the primary chords. From primary chords, we shall go to inversions, and after you've done inversions, we shall go to minor chords, and we shall go to augmented, diminished chords, 7th chord and 9th chords, and so many of them, and also how to accompany a song using the written chords on a music book. So we shall do all that. So please come on this journey and subscribe to this channel and introduce many more people, and comment as much as you can, and pass it on the message to other people, and share with other people who are willing to learn the music. Thank you, and may God bless you very, very much as you learn music to praise Him. The aim is I'm teaching you this music so that you can praise the Lord our God, who is so mighty and wonderful, who saved us and who has given us the kingdom. And that's why I'm passing on this knowledge to you, my brethren, so you can learn how to play this instrument and praise and worship the Lord on it. God bless you.